Antonio. He took the trip there. He was chosen to be in the All-American game. He took the trip to San Antonio, and he's standing on the sideline again, not competing, not participating. That concerns me. Okay, I mean, I've seen this before. Um, One guy that comes to mind actually was Don Chaney, who opted out of a similar situation like this, and they dropped him in the rankings from 30 to like 230 because he didn't compete. He didn't, he claimed he was claiming the shoulder injury, and didn't even participate at all in these camp workouts. But there have been others, and I don't know. Maybe I'm a worrywart, but I just find that a little concerning that somebody isn't dying to be out there. And we saw it a little bit with Cormani McClain in Orlando, by the way, when he opted out of practice.
Hold on, Gary.
He ended up playing in the game.
Hold on, Gary.
But
I have to respond to you now.
I don't like when kids that are supposed to be really good players get ready to come
Hey,
to
what's
college
up, Gary
level,
Furman? I love your show, but I've decided to start giving y'all some response videos.
Shy away from competition. I mean,
because I just been dying to tell you something. I just can't do it in the chat. I can't do it in the comments. It's just not going to work. I just got to get my message out there.
Concerning isn't exactly the
Listen,
word that I
Gary.
think I would use. I think it's more along the lines of peculiar, in that I'm really, really curious about this. I did have a chance.
Okay, hold on, Gary. Let me tell you something, Gary. I decided to do some response videos because I love your show, by the way. Matt, Shadell, Gary Furman, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and Steven. I love y'all's show. I love those two new additions to the show. I'm watching it all the time. But sometimes I gotta let my voice be heard because I just can't do it in the comment sections, okay? Let me explain to you something, Gary, why these kids go, okay? I'm never gonna fault a kid for going because you gotta think about it. These are fun trips. These are like vacations that these kids, most 99% of these kids can't go on. Just imagine, Gary, you're a kid, 17-year-old high school kid living in Mississippi. I use Mississippi because it's the poorest state in the country. Sorry, Mississippi, didn't mean to pick on you guys, but you living in Mississippi, and you get offered to go to Cali, or, you want to go. Stay in this big, nice hotel, get to jump in the pool, hang out, meet people, Man, you never been out of Mississippi. You're going to go. But there might be three issues. One, you might be kind of injured. You want to play, but you don't know if you can. Two, you might be injured and you can't play. Or three, which is more pointed towards this response, you might say, well, I don't know if I should play because I'm going to spring ball. That starts very soon, about a month. In some cases, start a little sooner with the workout and conditioning program. If I get hurt in this all-star game, I can't compete in spring practice. I'm going to be behind. I'm already behind because I'm a true freshman. And I want to play. I want to prove to the coaches that I am that 5-star. I am the reason why you chose me. And I am going to make an impact day one. But you're not going to be able to do that as a true freshman if you can't come into the spring and get that experience in those practices and get that live scrimmages and get that spring game. That's invaluable. So if a player is like, I don't know if I want to play because if I get hurt, I can't compete in spring and I'm behind. All of a sudden, maybe in the fall I can make headway, but all of a sudden you got some more freshmen coming in this fall. Now there's less chance for the coaches to see you in fall now. You miss spring. You're far behind. So it's a little bit of humbleness as a 5-star, number 1, number 2 athlete in the nation or whatever you've been clipped as. Now you want to go prove it in an all-star game? To who? Who are you proving this to? To the other guy? To the coaches on the all-star team? They're not going to have nothing to do with you. To your school? No. They've already offered. You've already signed. They already know they want you. They already gave you the scholarship. Who are you? Are you trying to increase your 5-star rating? They don't even include these games in the 5-star rating, which they should, because then that measurement carries over to the coach. Because 247 and all those guys says, well, if Nick Saban chooses him, he gotta be a 5-star. Well, what if Mario chooses them? They gotta be a 5-star, right? Don't you see what Mario's bringing in? Okay, so this 5-star gets offered to go to this, I'm gonna just call it a weak all-star game. You heard Steven say it. It's less. It's not even, the physicality is by none. So why would I go out there, twist my knee, twist my ankle, and just get behind the 8-ball? I'm more focused on the spring camp that's coming along, and I'm trying to get myself in shape. But guess what? I'm still going to the All-Star game. If they're going to let me go and travel and have fun. Now, what I will admit, which is curious or peculiar, as Steven mentioned, why is this guy sitting on the bench and not having fun with his teammates? Has he been alienated? Is this guy a team guy? Now, I'm alarmed with that. Because if you're a natural leader, you're going to go out there, whether you say, I ain't playing, you're going to tell the people, hey, man, I decided to keep it easy, man. I just want to come out there and cheer y'all on and root y'all on and hang out with y'all, meet new people, meet new friends. You know what I'm saying? We young. We got to build us a Rolodex, because you never know who one of these guys, one of these guys you become friends with, they might go off to be a Hall of Famer. And that's your buddy now. We're buddies at the camp. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame these kids for going, especially the ones who may have committed. And they say, hey, I'm going to take a trip to UCLA. I'm going to take a trip to USC. I'm going to go to Alabama, fly me in. I'm going to go to every one of your visits if the college is paying for it. And they finna cater to you. And why wouldn't you go on that vacation? You're a kid, no money. You don't have no money. You hope you get an NIL. You hope. But listen, Gary, don't be mad at those guys. They might wanna be more focused than proving it to whoever these guys are. They don't have to prove it to them. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand what you're saying. This guy is wanting to just dominate. We want players that want to dominate. And me personally, I don't think I would concern myself with injury. I want to go out there and dominate. If I get injured, I get injured. You're going to get injured if you're going to get injured. You running from injury? You can't run from injury. The more you try to hide from injury, the more injury finds you. So I get what you're saying, Gary, as far as, these guys got to want to compete. Hurt me. I want the guy that want to say it hurt me. Show me. They ain't concerned about hurt. They going to deliver the hurt. That's what I want.